are racist, then that's not really a position. That's embracing ignorance, I think, in all of its fullest forms. And to be able to hide behind that and go, well, I want to be able to give my opinion, even though my opinion is poisonous, obviously is protected by the Constitution. No matter how foul and misguided you are, you're allowed to speak. But I also feel like a lot of people hide behind that now, and I find that as disturbing as anything else that's happening that's trammeling free speech, is that people will be openly, for instance, transphobic this week, which we saw coming from the highest caliber office in the land. And that's not a supportable position in my estimation. There's nothing to back it up. It's not a factual position. It's simply that your prejudice, which may be your opinion, but it's not that illuminating, quite frankly, and it's not shedding any light on any arguments. It's simply pushing hate forward.
Okay, we'll go here to the front microphone.
Good afternoon, my name is Shirley Hussar. I'm with an organization called Urban Game Changers, where we go into urban communities and we hold elected officials accountable. This is my question to all of the panels. Regarding mass incarceration and human trafficking, Michelle Alexander wrote a book called The New Jim Crow. In this book, she talks about the Jim Crow of the past versus the present Jim Crow. Many African-American men in this country are in a mass, public, traded incarceration plight that has been in place, strongly because of the crime bill that took place in 1994. So when we talk about mass incarceration, and my question regarding mass incarceration of black men, what is your take on that? Because you in the middle, I think it's Guy, I'm not sure, the comedian in the middle, you said that the black conservatives don't give us a shot. You don't give us a shot. The conservatives, the liberals have never cared about black people. Just because we had a black president, you know what? Just because we had a black president does not mean that way. But again, regarding the mass incarceration of black men in this country, it's been devastating. What do you really care about black people? Because you don't. You don't care. And we're not immigrants. We're indigenous slaves. So I would like to say, I appreciate Aunt Coulter for being here. I would like the opportunity to meet her and give her this information regarding my organization. So answer my question regarding black people. Answer that question.
So I just want to say, so this is it's
regarding
a panel
mass
on
incarceration.
censorship.
What do you feel about human trafficking in America right now that is publicly traded? Black men, black people.
Okay.
In the prison system that is publicly traded.
I do just want to raise that this is a freedom of speech and a censorship panel, and so I don't want to get too far off track.
No, I just like to ask a question. That's all. It's a valid question.
So we're going to go to the next question in the back. Thank you.
No, I know. Okay, to answer your question, I think that we do have a mass incarceration problem, disproportionately impacting African Americans. I think it has to do with things including disproportionate guidelines when it comes to certain crimes that get more time. And I think that we should reform the system, and there's a bipartisan effort to do that, led by Democrats and Republicans like Rand Paul, and I support those efforts. Yeah. Okay,
so I'm sorry because we've now come up against our time and we're going to have to end the panel. I just want to thank everybody, our panelists, and also all of you who've listened to this conversation on freedom of speech. Thank you.